name's Amerindians is technically the term for it. Amerindians. But it's just the people that have like big torso and short legs. That's pretty much it.
Oh, we do. It was Sunday night. Let's go.
Out of curiosity, Incan, is your wife from the same culture?
No, she's like
They do. So they do Sunday. They do Sunday night.
She has like a lot of
She's what? Sorry.
She's Mexican, but she has like a lot of white ancestry, like Portuguese. Like her grandfather was from Portugal, like not like had a dad or a mom. They were actually from Portugal. Yeah.
Is it true that Portuguese is just their Spanish?
No, Portuguese. It sounds
Portuguese
like
is Brazilian.
No, fucking no.
To be honest, I think Portuguese sounds like they have marbles in their mouth.
It sounds like Italian and Spanish mixed together in one to me.
But it's like Italian on drugs or something.
Yeah, it's like they're talking while they have their wisdom teeth removed and their like gums are still like inflamed.
All right, not too much.
Yeah, just on Portuguese people.
Did you guys hear the news?
Not too much.
Well, I don't think you would have heard this news, but I guess I'm dropping it here. Candace Owens is doing a 6-part series, just like with the Macrons, about Harvey Weinstein, and she managed to get a phone call with the nigga. So I'm curious where she's gonna go with it. Did you guys see the other one?
Well, this guy's about to die and keel over, so maybe he'll give up some stuff in that call.
Wait, you said she managed to get a phone call with him?
Several phone calls with him, and she's doing an investigation about Harvey Weinstein, and she's pitching it, and this is crazy, okay? She's kind of angling the whole thing as if he's not guilty. This is about to get crazy. Yeah, y'all need to watch that.
Oh, this bitch is messy. That's one messy bitch right there.
I will watch just because it's something different.
No, the Macron shit was good, and if that's anything to go by, I think she's getting way better at this shit. I'm not gonna lie, I have to give her mad props. I love to hate on her, but I can't hate on this shit. Like, she's legitimately good at fucking shit up, like asking the right questions, because she never really makes strong statements, but like she asks the right kind of questions that make you feel like the conclusion is obvious, right? And I think that's masterful, man.
Well, I saw as part of like the Epstein drop that I guess it's confirmed that Epstein was definitely an FBI informant, which I guess is not surprising, but nice to have the confirmation.
Oh, so they did the drop?
They did part of the drop.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Why was I expecting, like, I got no alerts. I got nothing.
Didn't somebody in this room make a bit about that? Like whether they was going to drop the full thing or like a partial?
Mike probably. That feels like Mike.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to drop it. But in case they don't, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking paying 3 people, though. Do that. It's too intimate in here.
It's true.
I don't fucking like it.
No, I don't think they're going to release it. I mean, like, come on, dude. They just killed him in jail, bro. They just killed him in jail just so they can have their name on a list. No. Doesn't make sense.
Okay, it's not hard to believe that he's an informant. I mean, probably.
That makes it more suspicious, right? Like, if he's an informant, why would he have killed himself? Couldn't he have negotiated? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Who didn't he want to roll over on? Is the question I'd be curious about.
When's the last time you see them
maybe, look, it could just be simple.
FBI agent?
This guy might just not have wanted to go to prison for the rest of his life. Why is that so difficult?
I know. I mean, because I don't think
Well, maybe they told him, look, buddy, you're going to have to go down for the rest of us.
Yeah, also, like, it's weird. Like, if he had, wouldn't it be awesome to have, like, video proof of that? Wouldn't it be, like, so, like,
that's the crazy thing.
Hypothetical. to have
But
like
then all
a
the
camera just go
coincidences
off.
Oh, that yeah, that's true. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe the fact that he
Good evening, Denise. This is John. Hope you had a lovely day. If you're free tomorrow and want to grab some dinner, just give me a text back, or if you want me to give you a ring, I can. But look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.
file, including records, documents, audio, video, all of that to Pat Bondi. They're meant to drop the full thing to her.
You know what? I thought when I saw those journalists leaving with their folders that maybe it would take them time to like parse through and maybe for journalistic integrity's source as much information as they could. But maybe it just, I don't know, maybe, you know what? I'm going to go check and see if there's anything. But with audio files, for sure, they would, even if they released it at 8 a.m., surely they would listen to the material first, the people who are releasing it to the public, right?
Well, they're going to release, what I think it means is the FBI or whatever is going to release it to Pam Bondi at 8 a.m. Now, when she releases it to the press, I don't know when that will be. And what she releases, I guess.
Yeah, if they're trying to protect, obscuring as much information about the victims as possible, I would think some manipulation of the audio would need to happen, right? So I don't expect that. Well, I don't think we're going to see anything substantial. At least not. Maybe, I don't know. How long do you think this would take making the information digestible for the public whenever she releases it to the press?
I don't know. I mean, tomorrow's Friday, so maybe not Friday, maybe next week sometime.
I think the weekend would be perfect because this will give people something to bite on for, until Monday, because then they can ask questions then.
Yeah, but I suppose the thing is, does she know what she's gonna get? Like, would she have to go through it first, I guess?
Is Trump on the flight off?
I don't. It might be on some of them, or not the ones. I don't know. We'll see.
No, because I think that's what Tim was suggesting in the chat.
Well, the first phase did include some flight logs, phone numbers, names of victims, but there's a lot that wasn't included. And what's kind of coming out like online is not even like the full thing yet, I think.
Good evening, Lori. This is John. Hope you're having a great week. If you're free tomorrow or this weekend and you want to grab some dinner or do something, text me back, and or I'll give you a call. Look forward to talking to you. Bye.
Because then it's gonna overshadow my birthday.
No, your birthdays can always be the day that the Epstein files got released.
I don't want that to be a thing.
You got Farrah Fawcett. Thank you, ma'am. No, ma'am. Got Farrah Fawcett, so.
Look at that good Southern boy.
Also in the list, of course, because these people were underage, in the
Hey, Christine. This is John. Hope you're having a great week. I don't know if you're free this weekend and want to meet me down in Old Town or Gold Coast for a drink or a bite to eat. Hope you're having a great week. Take care. Bye.
So let's say that the U.S. government doesn't have their hands in killing Epstein, right?
Oh,
It's not, right?
How's
Cool.
it feel?
So I think we can all agree, right, that there's a very big likelihood that he didn't kill himself, right, and he was killed. So the U.S. government, right, could do a very easy cleanup and just be like, hey, we found the people that are actually responsible for doing this, right? You conduct an investigation. This third party wanted this to happen, or they're implicated in it, right? And if they are implicated in it, then this list is just going to be redacted about people in power because it's going to quote unquote destabilize public confidence. It's going to be akin to terrorism and whatnot. Whatever way they excuse it, that's why we'll never see like real names on that list of people in power. You might see a C-list celebrity here, a C-list celebrity over there, people who like were compliant. Even the people that knew who really went with Epstein, right? Those people, they might be offered a deal, threatened, or their names might not even come out to make more messages. The thing is, if you put people on that list, right? Those people might know other people that went there, right? And their testimony might be of value.
No human has
So,
been
Pinche güey, no mames, lo asesinaron. Pinche güey.
You let it get shut up.
Can somebody explain
Was
it to
it
me?
me? That was you.
If you ended up on that list and you knew you were on that list, you could simply just turn around and say that you were a victim to get your name redacted from that
Didn't
list.
work. With my help, we get the Ahmed, kill Agent K. The
Imagine
invasion
Charles
will be
Ahmed was a
successful.
If Charles just, like if Prince Charles just turned around and said, well, look, Epstein happened to have raped you, and they don't have any evidence that they can't do anything about that, now they have to redact his name from the list. Is that possible?
I don't know. I don't know what's the protocol from hiding potential pedophiles from the American public. I tell you, I would love to fucking know, though. I would really like to know.
I think it's possible.
Doesn't that happen low-key with pedophiles already in the U.S., where like there's some cases where you can't like put out a pedophile's name because that pedophile also happens to be a victim?
No,
No, I don't think so.
If so,
If they're a minor, possibly.
It's not like a hack, right? Because I mean, it's not like the minor molested the pedophile, right? If you're like, well, I got molested, so now I'm just free to do whatever I want to do, and I'm not going to get a report. I mean, part of the downside of being a pedophile is like,
Most pedophiles, that's exactly what happens to them.
So quickly, if anybody wants to go through the drop themselves, you can on the justice.gov website with the link in the chat. Most of this part of the drop was stuff that had already been leaked, although there was some other stuff that wasn't. So you can go through that. I think supposedly most of what's meant to come out tomorrow or the weekend next week is supposed to be stuff that hasn't been leaked. But there you go.
So the contact book, is that just a list of contacts he had written down, or are those people that were like for sure at the island fucking a bunch of kids?
I don't know. It just says she received 200 pages of documents, which consisted of flight logs, Epstein's list of contacts. So it must, just his list of contacts.
Don't bother. Like, it's the most redacted shit I have ever seen. Like, yo, you can't read shit. Like, I don't know what the point was. This is the most redacted shit I have ever seen.
The flight log isn't redacted.
Q, I think that the word you're looking for is transparency from this administration. Just want to point that out.
So hold on, the flight logs are not redacted, really. Saw one redaction so far.
Can anybody think of any valid reason that the American public would accept for those names to stay redacted?
The contact list is very redacted, though. That's hilarious.
Well, you know what, Samoa is great at finding these nonsensical excuses. Samoa, can you find a reason why the American people would not have access to these names?
No, you're right. The names aren't redacted. It's just the contact information I think probably addresses.
It's the contact information.
Yeah, I'm at the Soros part. I found that interesting. Peter Soros.
Where? What page?
Let's throw all their names and addresses and everything out.
It's page.
That's what we should do for
55.
Soros is on the list? Oh, damn.
He's circled for some reason.
Contact.
Peter Soros.
No, it's just contacts. This is the juicy list that's supposed to be popping out. It's just contacts.
You know,
No,
like Donald
I
Trump's
put-
on here too.
I put the link in the chat to what dropped from the Justice.gov website today. So it's mostly flight logs.
Oh wow, you're right.
contact
His
lists.
name is circled.
King
You're the only one.
Like, I'm just curious why it's circled. I'm not saying it's suspicious, but the fact that it's circled, I'm wondering who did that. Was that Jeff or was that the FBI or probably
Wait,
Epstein?
hold on. I just came across
Yeah.
Courtney Love, and her name has a box around it. Why?
Yeah, and Chris Cuomo's wife is on there too.
Who?
Chris Cuomo.
She
Oh
killed
my
his
god.
wife.
she killed Kurt Cobain.
Oh, wow, Joe.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Thank you for the invite.
So I'm not surprised.
what were you thinking?
So, if this administration does not release the redacted list of the juicy list, is there an excuse? Do you think would be?
No, I
You're
was
fucking
watching her interview.
relentless. You're relentless, Incan.
No, I was watching her interview today.
No. I'm asking you if it turns out right that they just give us the go around, which is not something new for politics, is like would you see that how would you excuse it, or would you just say, hey, they lied to us and they're protecting pedophiles? What would be your reason behind it?
I think this is kind of stupid, bro. Like this is what I'm expecting. Well, let me just point this. So this is what I'm expecting. So she's already pointed out what they are going to redact. They're going to redact the grand jury stuff. They're going to redact anything that has any type of legal ramifications, right? But as far as the people, she's saying that they're releasing it all. So she was speaking to Mark Nevin, and she said that they're stonewalling her. That the people in New York basically didn't give her everything, and now there's this whistleblower that came out and said they're sitting on over 1,000 pages of shit. So now they're opening up an investigation.
Gotcha. You don't see this as you don't see this that there may be a possibility of a little bit of political theater because this is such a hot topic on here. I mean,
No, so I actually addressed this earlier.
Trump was president when Epstein died on Trump's watch, right? What I mean by Trump's watch is see, the government wasn't in it, Samoa, right? This person that has connections, to intelligence, right? We never found the person that, or what happened, right? There was never an explanation, or that kind of brushed under really quickly, right? Seems like the government may have had something to do with it, right? So I'm saying, hey, current administration has access to that.
Yes, so I disagree there. Yes, I disagree there. So I think that the first term, William Barr and the Attorney General, I think that they played Donald Trump. I think that James Comey, the FBI, and people that are in the trenches, they knew that he didn't really know what he was doing, so they kind of just kind of pushed him aside.
Do any of you know the name Jean-Luc Brunel?
No.
Jean-Luc, is it a French guy? Typical French.
Yeah, French guy, but it literally says here on the very last page. So go to the very last page. He starred something. I don't know who wrote this. It says Jean-Luc Brunel, Scout for Young Females, Kevin Models. What Kevin Models? But why do I feel like I've heard that name before? Did you guys remember it?
I've heard it too, but I don't know what from.
From Candace's
French
thing.
names that I know, it's like
Jean-Luc Brunel. Wasn't that tied to the Macrons? To the Macron documentary?
I just was reading something on X where they said that Disney would go by his Jameson's Island, the Caribbean island, that they would go there and there would be well, who knows about that type of stuff? But no, I've never heard these names before. But yeah, for Incan, I think that that Donald Trump has more of a hold of this executive branch than he ever did last executive branch. Like, it seemed like he was on his heels and they were stonewalling him the whole time.
I don't know why. I know this is funny, but isn't it crazy to have David Copperfield there, highlighted, for whatever reason? And it literally says magician, so it's why was David Copperfield?
I also saw Maria Shriver. Wasn't she Schwarzenegger's wife?
She's also
There's Alan Dershowitz is on there too. There's a lot of context because this dude bumped elbows with a lot of people.
No.
But then
I'm not knocking him for that.
Which ones Wait, what?
I see Ivanka.
I'm not knocking them for that. I just find like the ones that are handwritten. All the handwritten stuff is the more interesting stuff. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
Like just being a contact, I get it. Like, but the handwritten stuff, like this nigga took his time to write like that you were special to him. You know what I mean? You don't find that?
How do you think Epstein asked for the digits? You know, like.
Here's the funny thing, though. She has.
You never had asked?
He has Trump, Blaine and Robert, Trump, Ivana, Trump, Ivanka, Trump, Robert, and Blaine. That's it. There's no Donald on the contacts.
Yeah, I think Donald Trump's name pops up on the manifest or on the flight logs. But yeah, man, I think Trump has more of a hold of it now. But this kind of goes into the whole right-wing bureaucracy, deep state theories that there's people that are.
I can't imagine people making excuses like this for Obama. Like, do you think
I don't think anybody's making an excuse. This is what they've said openly.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not incompetency. He was strict. He's a victim. You know, I mean, like, I thought the right didn't like victims, but apparently, you know.
I don't know if you noticed that, but there's people that just resigned because of the fact that they're protesting this administration. So they're saying, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. But there are people that are in this bureaucracy, if you believe in it or not, that are going to do what it is. Look at the person that they fired. I forgot the guy's name. But they fired him, and then he sued so he can stay on. So it's like, these people aren't trustworthy.
Incan, when you say Obama, do you mean Barry Soetoro? Sorry,
No,
Soetoro. Barry.
I think the problem here is that, like, if I were to just do like a political theater, this is what I would have did. I would have took the political, diplomatic route by saying, look, these are all the documents that have been revealed through the investigation. Jeffrey Epstein is abhorrent. He should be cast to the flames of hell. And But this administration champions being transparent, and we have now just promises kept, or promises made, promises kept, and then just rolled off in the sunset. They didn't have to do all of this phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, stonewalling, active investigation to New York,
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. It seems like to me that you don't think that the administrations, both from the right or left, would keep on doing what they've done for years, which is somehow involve the other side or from the previous administration as responsible for whatever incompetency or lack of results that are happening. And I think that's in the game plan.
No, it's not the other side. It's the backdrop of James Comey. It's the backdrop of Crossfire Hurricane. It's the backdrop of the transcript or the deposition of Lisa Page, or of all these FBI agents, of Kevin Kleinsmith, the attorney that changed a legal document from the CIA for Carter Page. So there's a lot of these people that are in these institutions that set Donald Trump up. Do you even know about the Horowitz report?
What?
The Horowitz report about the FBI, about the FISA courts?
Give me one second. My bad. Give me 1 second.
Maybe you don't know about it. There's a reporter by the name of Chris Wallace. He's interviewing James Comey, and it's pretty brutal, bro. You should go watch that interview. The FBI tried to blackmail Donald Trump.
Oh shit! No, yeah, I'm aware of the FBI, like, really shady.
Hey, Samoa, you talk about the Jake Tapper stuff, and then that book he's about to release?
No, there's an interview about Chris Wallace and James Comey, the director that Donald Trump fired, and Chris Wallace is pushing on him pretty good. About the Horowitz, the IG and the Inspector General Horowitz report that basically said these guys did a whole bunch of just screwed up shit. that the Steele dossier, the FBI was saying that it wasn't even really important, and in the report it was essential. So it was the centerpiece that they built the probable cause on to even look into Carter Page for the first place. And then even when they knew that this dude was good, they still went and renewed 4 more applications to keep on, for the Crossfire Hurricane and keep them going. So they can tap Donald Trump and shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like all this stuff is public record. Like that's why people don't really talk about it. Like when he says Russia, he's not lying, bro. so when Bondi and Kash Patel, when they come out and they say there's people in the FBI, she made a request before Kash Patel got there. They said, here goes your documents. She said it's only about 200 pages. And then a source hits her and says, hey, they're in New York. They're sitting on thousands of pages. They're sitting on security cameras. They're sitting on this and sitting on that. So So I'm saying if they're doing what you're saying that they were doing, they should have did it a lot different than what they're doing now, because they're just making people more interested. They're just putting more pressure on themselves to provide something.
Oh, look at this. This is the end of the contact list, and it says, Mr. Barak Ehud, former Prime Minister of Israel, on Jeffrey Epstein plane, Secret Service personnel escorting.
Barry?
No, it's the former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak. EHUD BARAK. Let me look him up.
And Marsha Blackburn, bro, she's a battle axe. I don't know where she's a senator at, but
What's your week?
Is it Virginia?
I don't know.
So
She doesn't seem like a pushover.
he was the Prime Minister of Israel from 1999 to 2001.
Yeah, so that means that this dude was seen with him a long time ago. Jeez.
Yeah, he was
Over 30
also
years
Minister of Defense at some point. He was a military officer. He had a distinguished military career. He was Chief of Staff of the IDF. Blah, blah, blah. He was at the 2000 Camp David Summit with Bill Clinton to negotiate between the Palestinians and Syria for a peace deal. But the talks failed to produce an agreement, so his tenure ended as the second Intifada erupted. Yeah. But he was a defense minister under multiple governments, so he was involved, it seems, continuously for a long period. Oh, look at the... I see what you're seeing. Huey, the John Luke Burnell, Scout for Young Females. David Copperfield, magician. Eva Anderson, former model, mother of something picture. David Cook, Palm Beach witness, interacted and chat daily with underage girls. The hell? It was David Cook.
Damn, all the masseuses are blacklisted?
John Luke Brunel is what it says. He was a French modeling agent who co-founded Karen Models, later managed MC2 Model Management. He faced allegations of sexual misconduct and trafficking, which led to his arrest in France in 2020 as part of an investigation into Epstein's network. In February 2022, he was found dead in his prison cell in Paris in what was reported as a suicide. His death occurred before he could stand trial. Oh, funny how that works. That's why I remember him, Huey. So, he went out the same way.
So he died the same way Epstein did. Hey, once the list come out and they're all like old like leaders, because they keep talking about they're making 150 billion a year in this global sex trafficking ring.
Watch, everybody that's been accused is going to end up dead the same way.
This is crazy. This guy, okay, the authorities reported he died by suicide, hanging himself with bed sheets.
And we were actually just now talking about how if, like, maybe if we started a fund, like a charity or something, to give free.
It was a pesticide. It was used in those concentration camps or those death camps to that was the gas, right, to kill
My boss and my coworkers really trust me, right? Because like sometimes he's like, well, we need to take a holistic 360-degree view on this. And it's like, no, when he gets talking to Kimmo, it's like, oh no, that's a different vibe. And I'm like, yeah, they don't trust, like, but I do my job and I raise funds. And guess what? I ask old white men to give money for a cause that's been around for 50 fucking years.
I can say I can do every motherfucking thing I can behind this person. This person never ever decides to ever pay me no fucking attention. I would not be anything in their lives ever.
Vampire, yeah.
Think of it like this, Ink. Think of it like about a child that's vulnerable.
Well,
medium-sized whale running around. I think that killed their food sources.
I would guess carnivorous whales would beat megalodon. Whales seem better than fish. Like great white sharks are like essentially candy for orcas.
Yeah, that is true.
Like they're literally candy. I mean, the orcas will kill them, just eat their livers, and then discard the rest of them.
Rude.
What a waste.
I wrote an essay about how fish are incompetent because land animals keep taking over the ocean, but the ocean is only taking over the land once. Basically,
it is kind of surprising that mammals are better, aquatic mammals are better swimmers than fish, despite having hundreds of millions of years less time to adapt. It's the same way that bats are better flyers than birds.
Yeah. Richard Dawkins thinks that bats hear in color. This hypothesis. He thinks Nagel's wrong.
Yeah, you gotta subscribe.
And he wants to test this.
What kind of crazy sticks you even want?
Hearing color.
Because their wings technically have fingers, like they can move and they have like a greater range of movement in terms of flying than birds do, which just have this sort of like extremely simple wings that are just like two bones joined together.
I just Googled those freaking giant wombats, like a hero-sized wombat, like mammal, like that. What about Megalania, Sam? You want those back?
What is that?
Just a giant lizard, basically. Like you think
Commander Dragons are baked on the way bigger than that. Well, I guess they're probably similar to Commander Dragons, I guess. Andrew, you there? Andrew. Subject, actually. How was the last shot?
Big time loser, somebody wrote. I'm a big time loser.
I can't go out. Why are you panicking? I'm just going to the supermarket, not hell. Going.
Dao De Jing can be. The worst is one who is despised. If you don't trust the people, you make them untrustworthy. The master doesn't talk, he acts. When his work is done, the people say, "Amazing. We did it, all by ourselves." 18. When the great Tao is forgotten, goodness and piety appear. When the body's intelligence declines, cleverness and knowledge step forth. When there is no peace in the family, filial piety
begins. When the country falls into chaos, patriotism is born. 19. Throw away holiness and wisdom, and people will be 100 times happier. Throw away morality and justice, and people will do the right thing. Throw away industry and profit, and there won't be any thieves. If these three aren't enough, just stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. 20. Stop thinking and end your problems. What difference between yes and no? What difference between success and failure? Must you value what others value? Avoid what others avoid? How ridiculous. Other people are excited, as though they were at a parade. I alone don't care. I alone am expressionless, like an infant before it can smile. Other people have what they need. I alone possess nothing. I alone drift about like someone without a home. I am like an idiot. My mind is so empty. Other people are bright. I alone am dark. Other people are sharp. I alone am dull. Other people have a purpose. I alone don't know. I drift like a wave on the ocean. I blow as aimless as the wind. I am different from ordinary people. I drink from the great mother's breasts. 21. The master keeps her mind always at one with the Tao. That is what gives her her radiance. The Tao is ungraspable. How can her mind be at one with it? Because she doesn't cling to ideas. The Tao is dark and unfathomable. How can it make her radiant? Because she lets it. Since before time and space were, the Tao is. It is beyond is and is not. How do I know this is true? I look inside myself and see. 22. If you want to become whole, let yourself be partial. If you want to become straight, let yourself be crooked. If you want to become full, let yourself be empty. If you want to be reborn, let yourself die. If you want to be given everything, give everything up.
The Master, by residing in the Tao, sets an example for all beings. Because he doesn't display himself, people can see his light. Because he has nothing to prove, people can trust his words. Because he doesn't know who he is, people recognize themselves in him. Because he has no goal in mind, everything he does succeeds. When the ancient masters said, "If you want to be given everything, give everything up," they weren't using empty phrases. Only in being lived by the Tao can you be truly yourself. "23. Express yourself completely, then keep quiet. Be like the forces of nature. When it blows, there is only wind. When it rains, there is only rain. When the clouds pass, the sun shines through. If you open yourself to the Tao, you are at one with the Tao, and you can embody it completely. If you open yourself to insight, you are one with insight, and you can use it completely. If you open yourself to loss, you are at one with loss, and you can accept it completely. Open yourself to the Tao, then trust your natural responses, and everything will fall into place. 24. He who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. He who defines himself can't know who he really is. He who has power over others can't empower himself. He who clings to his work will create nothing that endures. If you want to accord with the Tao, just do your job, then let go. 25. There was something formless and perfect before the universe was born. It is serene, empty, solitary, unchanging, infinite, eternally present. It is the mother of the universe. For lack of a better name, I call it the Tao. It flows through all things, inside and outside, and returns to the origin of all things. The Tao is great. The universe is great. Earth is great. Man is great. These are the four great powers. Man follows the earth. Earth follows the universe. The universe follows the Tao. The Tao follows only itself. 26. The heavy is the root of the light. The unmoved is the source of all movement. Thus the master travels all day without leaving home. However splendid the views, she stays serenely in herself. Why should the lord of the country flit about like a fool? If you let yourself be blown to and fro, you lose touch with your root. If you let restlessness move you, you lose touch with who you are. 27. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him wherever it wants. A good scientist has freed himself of constant.
Exactly. We're like trying to put 10 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag. All right, that's what we're doing.
I got you.
It's gonna be
That's
messy.
what it sounds like.
When doves cry, do 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 do. Oh, we're not doing Prince right now. All right, we're gonna play basketball with our basketball blouses. Remember that, dude? That's fucking Dave Chappelle shit. You know, Little John is in therapy. Little John's in therapy because David Chappelle ruined his fucking life with that fucking. Yup.
Roman, are you aware that we are sending $40 million a week to the Taliban? Yes, sir. Can you name other instances of foreign aid going to terrorist organizations? We have assisted Al-Shabaab in Somalia. There's been instances of the Hamzi.
Jesus. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, joy and peace. Oh, freedom on for them. Dinner dates.
Cash App or I'm kicking you.
Alright, we can leave off on that.
Alright, ending on 0. Victory.
I mean, you know, you can click it if you want, but
Too late now.
I'll give you something to click.
you can click it if you want. You can leave your friends behind.
Give me something to play.
Click your turtles together.
Yeah, it sounds like cruelty.
Like justice.
Doesn't sound
Put them on your fingers.
very nice to the turtles.
Go click a couple of turtles.
They've been clicking a lot in the aquarium.
You know, I think my narwhal is evolving, by the way, Nana. I think I'm a frog now.
You're copycat is what you are.
Are you a frog?
No frog.
Who else was a frog?
You are not attentive. You have no.
I do remember someone saying something
I
about
just showed you a photo with the woman with the frogs. I told you with my relationship with the reptile since the combo. Oh, combo! Add that to my words. And
I haven't done any of your words.
K-A-N-B-O. Type it right now.
Nana, frogs are amphibians. And
What are we on?
No, they're really different.
Let's be honest.
They're super different. You think I'm trying to be like you?
They're green and they're...
I think it would be that good if Kaz was an admin. I think it would be that good if Cece was an admin.
Are you fucking still going on with this shit? 2 hours, Jeremy? Get a fucking life! You're just as neurotic as the people you're complaining about, maybe even more so. Get a life!
All right, go finish up, John.
Finish up. He finished 6 months ago. He's still going, this fucking guy.
Subscribe. Have you like subscribed to like an AI program that like? Cause why the fuck do you have like 90% of the fucking rooms in the hallway open? Like what
I'm an AI chatbot sent here from Elon Musk to remind people how stupid they are.
Boris, is it you? Are you just like auto-modding everyone, Boris? Is that what you're doing? Because you're literally.
He wants this shit to boom, is what he wants.
Of what we're talking about. Like, you realize that.
Tell you the reason in a second.
Your kids don't respect you. How do you live with that? But Boris, you're literally demonstrating.
Shot fire, bitch ass nigga. Shot fire, bitch ass nigga. Shot fire, bitch ass nigga. Got your ass, bitch. Got your ass.
He's never heard before, and nobody on Clubhouse has ever heard before. Because, again, I'm arguing here on Clubhouse, even when I have arguments with these little wannabes, little scholars, or, I call them Wikipedia geniuses or Wikipedia physicists, or now it's ChatGPT. I literally had a debate with a fucking Korean kid who
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to be.
Typing prompts into ChatGPT.
Please don't.
And fucking play them over the fucking speaker, and thinking, and I'm telling you, I'm like, dude, I'm trying to talk to you, not to Wikipedia, not to ChatGPT. I don't care what prompts you're inputting to get what outputs you want to make. I'm trying to talk to you and know what's in your brain and your mind, so I can assess your intelligence. That you need to be able to do it off the top of your head, on the spot, without books or.
And now we can have a nice room under Talking Apes my son run. The thing is, not when you think about it, it's pretty funny, right?
hate and love you so much. If I wanted to talk to white Canadians.
You ain't talking about shit.
And you're here not talking about shit.
And not a motherfucking thing.
I boom that shit like a fucking stick of dynamite up your ass.
So this is the nuance, right? And this is a beautiful and bless you, Boris. May God bless you.
But you know what's crazy is this moron fucking destroyed a room and then he came back into the room and he destroyed the same people. Why?
I'm not the one that boomed it, you dumbass.
But the thing is, do you realize what I just said?
You're so dumb, Boris. You are a complete idiot. You are probably the dumbest motherfucker on this app.
Funny part, right?
The dumbest.
This moron.
The dumbest motherfucker on this app.
Boomed the room and then came back in the room and
idiot.
The same people.
What an absolute dumbass.
Let's be honest. Nothing interesting was being spoken about.
No, I think Boris demonstrated something really interesting, right? Which is that if you just give everyone in the room a mod, the room gets killed. It's chaos.
Boom, bitch!
But if you acknowledge that there are so many good people.
Who the fuck gives a fuck about mod badges and shit? Like, you guys gotta touch some grass. You've been on the internet too long.
You know, he doesn't think that. See, this is Jeremy. Like, I did this for a reason. People just don't get it.
Get what?
That's the thing is, if you don't know what it's all about, and you don't like what we're talking about, and you think it's boring, why are you here?
Just to make fun of you.
Okay, then go ahead. Go ahead. Do it.
Okay, explain to me the meaning of life.
No, don't ask me questions. You said you're going to make fun of me, so go ahead and make fun of me.
Okay, you're a joke. You're not the truth. You're a fucking moron.
The truth. Are you done? Or do you have more to say?
No, you're a fucking moron. Jeremy's a fucking moron. All these talking apes are fucking morons. You're all a bunch of fucking morons. Big time fucking morons.
Hey, motherfucker.
Okay, go ahead. We have one more minute. Go ahead.
Because now Subscribe is trying to
we're morons because
I'm not a moron. I'm just a former baby.
We're morons because we kill kings.
No, Paco.
Who, Uncle Ruckus? That nigga ain't no king.
We're giving people everybody to them because they know that's man.
I'm just a former baby.
Because y'all don't talk about shit.
I'm just a former baby.
Nobody gives a fuck about what you have to say, Boris. You're as boring on the internet as you are in real life.
The 200 problem.
That's a fact.
I was like,
Yeah, okay.
For no reason. For no reason. Just like CB, you remember when he kicked you out and you were like, what the fuck? I have nothing to do with this. Same thing.
Yeah, I told myself that, like, you gotta pay, especially if you're taking, like, shots, you know what I mean? You gotta, like,
look out, Boris. Look out, Boris.
I took like 5 bottles.
Who's he booty clapping? Boris, who are you booty clapping for?
I have no idea. Ask
So I asked Armando a question and Boris wanted to answer for him like an ankle biter.
Oh yeah, no, you can't answer for nothing.
What question did you ask him?
I just asked him you wanted to answer the question for him.
No, he could speak for that though.
Yeah.
How dumb you are, Kurt?
I'm dumb, Boris. Everyone on this app calls you an idiot. Somebody just called you, I don't even know the person just called you an idiot 5 minutes.
You're a bigger fucking idiot, though. That's the point. You're dumb as fucking bag of bricks. You're stupid as fuck. It hurts. You're so stupid it hurts.
It hurts you literally. Hold on. You literally came on this app and chose a name that is identical to what people scream when they're getting raped in the ass by prisoners who are bigger than them. Like, you made that conscious decision to say my name is going to be the same thing that the victims of rape scream when they get fucked in the ass.
Get it out, man.
It burns when you pee, you fucking
You gotta get your joke out, man. Your joke's dry as Austin's joke.
The point is, these talking ape rooms are toxic, dumbass, N-word, F-words talking about nothing, like all the other fucking chillism rooms, but even dumber.
Yeah, but you go around trying to be funny. And you're not funny.
Yeah, but you fucking dumb and you ain't funny.
Hey, we talk. Everyone calls you an idiot too.
Hold on. We talk about your daddy too, nigga. We talk about Aleister Crowley.
Hey, yo, just check it.
We talk about Aleister Crowley. We know.
Nigga, he ain't my daddy. You don't know your daddy. He the master, nigga. He the master, nigga. Nigga, he the master. Nigga, he the master. Stop muting, nigga. Master, he the master. He ain't my father. He ain't my daddy. You don't know your daddy. You don't know your daddy. Aleister Crowley ain't my daddy. You don't know your daddy. He the master, nigga.
See, he uses the same voice. He thinks it's still funny.
It is funny, and you stupid. Jeremy's stupid. Truth is stupid. Pico is stupid. You're fucking stupid. Your rooms are pointless. You wasted fucking talking about, moderators. Fucking Jeremy, get a life.
Jeremy doesn't have a life.
I know. He's fucking sits here talking to the niggers all night long. Fucking think he's king of the apes. He's a stupid fucking moron.
So does your mother, though. And she does more than talk to him.
At least I know my mama, nigga.
Yeah. No, you don't.
You don't know your mama. You don't know your daddy. You don't know your book. You don't know nothing.
That's because I was too busy knowing your mother.
Hey, if you know your mama, how many niggas she fucked?
My mama never fucked no niggas. Never.
That's a lie. She's doing it right now.
She said tall, dark, and handsome.
How many bodies your mama got?
You want to know my mama's body count?
You don't know your mama's body count, right?
It hurts, Scott. How many does it hurt mama got?
You'll never find out how many bodies you got. 0. That's why you be on Facebook dating apps.
See.
Yeah, that's why you be on Facebook dating apps. You don't get no pussy.
Yeah, it works. What the fuck?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Nobody gives a fuck, Hurts. You're corny.
It doesn't work.
You're corny. It does work. It does work.
It doesn't work.
You're a cornball.
You get no pussy.
Cornball. You're a cornball.
You're a loser.
Cornball. Hey, you think being married is a flex, bitch?
I don't have
to. Here goes with the psychotic laughing. You think
I don't have to go on Facebook.
You think that having a wife is a flex like a loser? Like a loser.
Facebook.
Like a loser, bro.
You think I'll go
That's a loser.
Loser.
You think I'll go on Facebook dating is a flex?
Yeah, it works.
Bro, your PTR is not a flex. Your fucking video game in your living room is not cool, dog.
Bro, you didn't prove shit, Hurts. You're dumb as
fuck. You don't get no pussy.
You're dumb as fuck.
You couldn't post one screenshot.
Moderators, mute this motherfucker. Mute this motherfucker. Mute this motherfucker right now. Mute this motherfucker. Mute this motherfucker. Mute this motherfucker. Motherfucker.
You're not smart enough to dox anybody.
Oh my God, he's so stupid.
I challenge you to do it. You're not smart enough.
Oh shit, dox him. What's the address? Tell me, and the social security number and DOB.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll give you $1,000 if you can tell me my first name.
Nigga.
He big mad.
That's a bad pussy.
He big mad. That's a bad pussy.
How am I mad, bro? How am I mad, bro? I got the money.
My kids don't
money. I have the money to have you beat up by somebody who has nothing. Like laughing.
My kids don't even have to go on Facebook dating if I bet. Bro, that's stupid. They couldn't go on. You use Facebook
Oh my god, this is stupid.
You sound like a bitch. You're cool.
You sound like an incel. You sound like a
Hello. This is why I turned the volume down. I was just gonna put some music on or some shit, because this is some fucking trap ass nigga shit right here, dog. Some stupid shit. Back on the stupid shit. Back on the stupid shit. Back on the stupid shit, my fucking dumb motherfuckers.
Sense, and keeps his mind open to what is. Thus the master is available to all people and doesn't reject anyone. He is ready to use all situations and doesn't waste anything. This is called embodying the light. What is a good man but a bad man's teacher? What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you don't understand this, you will get lost, however intelligent you are. It is the great secret. "28. Know the male, yet keep to the female. Receive the world in your arms. If you receive the world, the Tao will never leave you, and you will be like a little child. Know the white, yet keep to the black.
Hello, motherfucker.
Be a pattern.
Hello, motherfucker.
He's Mr. Lonely.
Hello, motherfucker.
You're gonna die before you're 40 because you're fat as fuck.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be able to sing that good if he wasn't so fat. It takes a fat ass to sing really good. You know, you want to be a good singer, you gotta be a fat fuck.
That's why
you have no idea. You have no idea about anything.
He's Mr.
Lonely. I'm so lonely. I'm talking to a bunch of talking apes again. Hey, talking apes, I got a question for you. What?
Oh, boy, this shit is fun.
Dr. Steve Appel, you know, you guys made him like an honorary talking ape. I just want to know, how did he perform amongst all the apes comparatively? He's a failure, isn't he? It's an angry old motherfucker. Angry.
He's just not angry as you, though. You're an ass.
Not angry as you, but he is a cracker. Like, he is just a fucking another cracker. That
Just a dumb cracker drinking whiskey, smoking a cigarette, telling you to go to his workers' compensation law website for 30 fucking years, been doing workers' comp. Never became a fucking lawyer, but I did this shit 30 years as a paralegal, passing myself off as a fake ass attorney with my motherfucking radio voice.
When your kids are able to cuss you out. This motherfucker said his kids can call him a bitch as long as they don't really mean it.
Damn. That's some bitch shit. That's some bitch shit. That's some bitch beta baby boy. Bitch ass. Damn.
He said his kids can call him a bitch as long as they don't really mean it. That's some beta shit.
Ooh.
Hold on, let's double click on that. Let's double click. If you were such a spectacular, if you were
Beta! Double click that shit. Even saying double click that shit's beta.
Hey guys.
Beta! Double click. Double click. Let's double click that shit, nigga.
Your old lady don't respect you.
Double click.
Your kids don't even respect you as a man. How your old lady
Woo-hoo! Double click that shit, Jeremy. Double click that shit, dog.
Either we conversation where we can. Let's
No, we can't. This is Talking Apes, motherfucker.
Jeremy, mute the room real quick.
He want to explain why he said that shit.
No, I'm not going to do it, right? Because if the only thing that can bring like an intelligent conversation is the abuse of power, that's exactly why white people own black people. Like either you're intelligent enough to have a back and forth or you're not. And if we have to sit here and listen to this fucking stupid people.
Is it intelligence for you allowing your kids to cuss you out as a grown man?
I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely.
Do you allow your kids to cuss you out as a man? Would you allow your son?
Why are you even bringing up personal shit right now, you
Would you allow your son to call you a man?
Jeremy, why don't you just kick this motherfucker to the goop? Kick this motherfucker to the goop!
You're a smart wife, bro. You can't get any down on that fucking fat bitch.
If my wife
shut up with your whore wife. What's your whore wife? How can I fucked your whole life, dog?
If my wife is a whore, why you still a virgin? Why you gotta be on Facebook Live?
Can you gentlemen stop this bullshit? This is not nigga time on the complaint hotline.
You sound like a dumb bitch.
Jesus Christ.
For the world.
Fuck this shit.
If you are a pattern for
Fuck
the
all you
world,
niggas are listening to an audiobook, you dumb motherfuckers. Fuck you all. Go fucking suck a dick, nigga.
Know the personal, yet keep to the impersonal. Accept the world as it is. If you accept the world, the Tao will be luminous inside you, and you will return to your primal self. The world is formed from the void, like utensils from a block of wood. The master knows the utensils, yet keeps to the block. Thus she can use all things. 29. Do you want to improve the world? I don't think it can be done. The world is sacred. It can't be improved. If you tamper with it, you'll ruin it. If you treat it like an object, you'll lose it. There's a time for being ahead, a time for being behind, a time for being in motion, a time for being at rest, a time for being vigorous, a time for being exhausted, a time for being safe, a time for being in danger. The master sees things as they are, without trying to control them. She lets them go their own way and resides at the center of the circle. 30. Whoever relies on the Tao in governing men doesn't try to force issues or defeat enemies by force of arms. For every force, there is a counterforce. Violence, even well-intentioned, always rebounds upon oneself. The master does his job and then stops. He understands that the universe is forever out of control, and that trying to dominate events goes against the current of the Tao. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, he doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. 31. Weapons are the tools of violence. All decent men detest them. Weapons are the tools of fear. A decent man will avoid them, except in the direst necessity, and if compelled, will use them only with the utmost restraint. Peace is his highest value. If the peace has been shattered, how can he be content? His enemies are not demons, but human beings like himself. He doesn't wish them personal harm, nor does he rejoice in victory. How could he rejoice in victory and delight in the slaughter of men? He enters a battle gravely, with sorrow, and with great compassion, as if he were attending a funeral. 32. The Tao can't be perceived. Smaller than an electron, it contains uncountable galaxies. If powerful men and women could remain centered in the Tao, all things would be in harmony. The world would become a paradise. All people would be at peace, and the law would be written in their hearts. When you have names and forms, know that they are provisional. When you have institutions, know where their functions should end. Knowing when to stop, you can avoid any danger. All things end in the Tao, as rivers flow into the sea. 33. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. If you realize that you have enough, you are truly rich. If you stay in the center and embrace death with your whole heart, you will endure forever. 34. The great Tao flows everywhere. All things are born from it, yet it doesn't create them. It pours itself into its work.